Ole, 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 ole. Ole. Ole, ole, welcome back. It's the week 12 game picks. Ooh, Thanksgiving is past. You weren't the last. You forgot to pick 3. No, cause I told you it's on me. It's on me. Week 11 recap, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome back. Let me show you what happened. I was 9-4 in week 11. The upset of the day is 2 for 2 now. I got the Lions over the Giants. I called it. I said sleeper upset alert. Lions gonna beat the Giants. Now the score of the game was 31-18 to the Lions, and I had them winning 28-27. So they got the dub over the Giants, and now the Cowboys just beat the Giants yesterday, 2 days ago. So boom, take care of business. Out of the picture, looking not so good in the NFC East playoff hunt now, because all these teams are coming after that crown. 9-4 overall. Counted a couple of ups. I knew the Commanders were going to beat the Texans. I had Jets over Pats. I had 22-13. It was 10-3. Well, what a development there. The Bengals, I had the Steelers over the Bengals. I had the Broncos over Raiders, was wrong, and I had the Bears over the Falcons. Falcons got to win. But without further ado, let's move on to Week 12. Week 12. Let's start this off. Week 12. Sunday games starting at 1 o'clock Eastern Time. Texans at Dolphins. Eastern Time, 1 o'clock. If you live in Miami, have a little houseboat, sailboat, you know what I'm saying? Ocean view, freaking snow time play dates with Tony Montana's uncles and nephews. You know, all that good stuff, man. You know, you surf life, you surf, you keep life adrift, you know what I'm saying? You ride the wave until you make it yours, you know what I mean? That good stuff. Be the wave, you know, ride it till it's your wave, you know. Anywho, we have the Dolphins returning back from a bye week, which there is no teams on Week 12 bye weeks because of Thanksgiving week. Usually, I've noticed NFL never has teams on byes in Week 12. Yeah, there's 26 matchups, 26 teams playing on Sunday, 6 playing on Thanksgiving, so there's still quite a few matchups right here. But yeah, I got the Dolphins coming off of a bye. Texans are struggling. They're gonna play the Dolphins coming off a bye. They're gonna be a little sloppy. Texans are gonna run the ball a lot, but at the end of the day, Dolphins have a lot of playmakers on defense to come after Davis Mills. Dolphins take care of business at home, 34-21. Bengals at Titans, rematch of the AFC divisional round when Joe Burrow got sacked, I believe, 8 or 9 times, and they came out with a win. Tennessee's Ryan Tannehill played not very good that day, but with Derrick Henry playing the way he's playing for the Titans, Ryan Tannehill has a huge advantage to his game, the play action, and it will all favor him against the Bengals, who don't really have the best front seven. Trey Henderson can get after your quarterback, but their secondary too has been a little off. So I don't know what to expect here. Jamar Chase still injured. It's going to be big time step up some more from Samaje Perine. Had 3 receiving touchdowns out the backfield last week. And then some more contributions from T. Higgins, and Tyler Boyd needs to show up for the Bengals. Joe Burrow needs some targets to get open soon before the pressure can get to him, because the Titans can definitely amass pass rush against the Packers. They didn't even have they were out with we have Bud Dupree. He was out. They were out 2 pass rushers, and they still made it very uncomfortable for Aaron Rodgers. He was missing some throws too, but. This game, honestly, I see Tennessee. They're at home. The Bengals just caught off a bye, just like the Dolphins. Something about that bye week. Either you come off there very sloppy, come off strong. I don't think the Bengals are going to come off strong here. They can afford a loss, but they can't really. But, Joe Mixon has not played the best. Titans are going to shut him down at home. I think Titans 23, Bengals 15. We'll move on to the Broncos at the Panthers. Panthers at home. Broncos struggling. Road game here, big time. I think coming down to special teams and fewest turnovers. The Panthers, I think, will have P.J. Walker healthy, but I think the Broncos' defense, as elite as they are, we're going to stifle them and hold them to less than their season low average. So the Broncos really just have to score more than 14, 15 points, which, they hardly have a hard time doing easily as well. They just average 14 points a game offense. So I got them winning 17-14. They'll have just above their average, enough to win this game against Carolina. Keep them somewhat relevant. Bears at the Jets. Big game right here. Jets starting a new quarterback. They benched Zach Wilson. Horrible accountability, responsibility on his part. And now we got someone stepping up. He's confident. Mike White, very confident. But so is Justin Fields. And honestly, I want the Bears to win here. But I think the Jets their defense is going to make a difference here. Keeping the Bears' third down conversion rate low, putting pressure up, and having good corners, and I don't see, the Bears just traded for Chase Claypool. I haven't seen him really step into that role yet. They're still using Darnell Mooney as the main receiver, and he needs help. And even Darnell Mooney is undersized receiver for that matter. Cole Kmet stepping up though. He's showing his versatility and like his prospect status when he got drafted. He's a very solid player. He's starting to come into his own. I like that he's been scoring touchdowns lately. But like I said, the Jets defense is gonna hold on here, and I don't see the Jets turning the ball over more than once, simply because they're starting a quarterback who all he has to do is not turn the ball over, so he can't fail, right? All right, well, Bears at Jets. I got the Jets winning 20-16. Now, Falcons at the Commanders. I keep betting. I bet against the Falcons last 2 weeks now, and they proved me wrong, especially against the Bears. But the Commanders, I think, are going to keep their win streak going because, they need to ride in that NFC East. The Giants lost, and they can get one win behind them. So, they're definitely looking at this like handle business at home against Atlanta. Marcus Mariota, a solid running attack. Cordell Patterson, splash plays, look out for him. But in the end, I got the Falcons losing 30-31 in this contest to the Commanders in Washington. Sentinels. We Redskins go from Commanders to football team. Redskins, Washington, not susceptible. Bucks at Browns. This is the Bucks coming off of a bye week as well. They've been off. They're still leading their division. The Browns are at home. They're not playing as well as they should be. Defensively, I think Denzel Ward has been a little. They haven't really made a lot of splash plays. The Browns defense, as they did the year they went to the playoffs and beat the Steelers in the opening round. I see this being a closely fought game. I can see both teams running the ball, being physical, and connecting in play action game with hitting some big pass plays here. I can see it being a little back and forth thing. Jacoby Brissett, former Patriot, backed up Tom Brady, so he played with Tom. He played against him, so it's gonna mean something to Brissett. I think he's gonna, he's been close to winning games for them when Nick Chubb has been stopped and hasn't come out their way. But I think maybe Brissett is due for one here, but I don't think it's gonna be enough. I think the Bucks have momentum. I think they come out of the bye week. They know what to do. They're a veteran team. They've been here before. So that's why I don't doubt them. On the road here, hostile environment, Cleveland, dog pound. 29-26. I think the Bucks are gonna make a late second field goal, possess the ball last, and we'll have what it takes. They will have what it takes. Ravens at the Jaguars. Lamar Jackson versus Trevor Lawrence. Jaguars at home. This should be some points scored here because I think both defenses. It's early. It's a nice warm. It's down in Jacksonville. I can see both defenses getting scorched. Christian Kirk underrated. Marvin Jones still solid for Jacksonville. And Travis Etienne. I think he's gonna have a nice little running game. A game to run here. I can see him being a sleeper going off. But I got the Ravens beating the Jaguars on the road, 37-28. Lamar Jackson will have some, it won't be a 13-3 win like they had over the Panthers the other day or last week, but I can see him connecting with Mark Andrews for a couple touchdowns and maybe running one or two in himself, because Lamar Jackson's NFL MVP former, so give the man some respect, and he's fighting for a contract. I hope he wins. So we have the Raiders at the Seahawks following the Ravens at the Jaguars. So Raiders at Seahawks. I remember when Raiders played the Seahawks that one time. Marshawn Lynch had another beast mode run from the goal line. So I got the Seahawks also coming off a bye. I got the Raiders keeping going to a 2-game win streak here. Devontae Adams is still beasting, although he's not in the best his winning record. But Carr and Devontae Adams go off here. Tariq Woolen's the main cornerback for the Seahawks, rookie. And I think Devontae Adams, they're looking at that like, oh yeah, all day. This is it's not even fair. It's not even fair. Like T.O. said, it's disrespectful that they ain't doubling you. It's disrespectful. So in the end, I got the Raiders winning 23-20. Like Geno Smith, I wish him more. But the AFC, the NFC South, NFC West right now is looking most scariest with the Niners. So the Seahawks are gonna have to play them again. It's gonna be a game coming up here in the weeks. That's gonna be quite something right there. These two foes going against each other. All right, moving on to the Chargers at the Cardinals. Cardinals at home, not that good all year. Their defense is a little leaky, and I think the Chargers play the Chiefs so tough every week or every time they play them, but they just fall down short. I don't got them short here. They're going to be on the road in the desert as warm, just like in San Diego or LA. Got me again. Keenan Allen's healthy. Mike Williams is healthy. Definitely should be a breakout game for them. I hope Diop can get some targets in the red zone. I want to see him score some touchdowns. Should be a nice little affair here between these two teams. Close game, under 5 points. I got the Chargers winning on the road in Arizona, 27-22. Saints at the Niners. Now, the Niners are scary because they have a team that no one knows where they're going to run the ball. They run the misdirection to a perfection. So if the defense weakness is downhill, they're going to run downhill with play designs and sweep jet motions with receivers and tight ends and backs. And and they're scary to see, especially when they play late in the season. Like Trent Williams is back healthy now. The Saints are in San Fran for this game, and Andy Dalton, solid, but I don't think this is going to be enough. The Saints aren't going to be able to stop the Niners offense, so I think the Niners are going to win at home, 34-24, furthering their lead in the NFC West standings because they're looking to be the first to come out of there. Unlike the Rams, who play at the Chiefs. Good luck, Rams. You're going to need it because Arrowhead is no budging joke for any team that goes on the road there, especially late in the season. And Patrick Mahomes pulled out a crazy game and beat the Chargers, a divisional rival. Just hit up his boy Kelsey and said, "Hey man, tone down that podcast input. We need to score these 3 touchdowns real quick because this game is important, and then we can talk it up after we, do the same in the playoffs." You know what I'm saying? Because I'm your homeboy, my homeboy. Anywho, watch me be wrong, and this could be a nail biter, but I'm gonna say the Chiefs at home, 38. Rams on the road, 14. Packers at the Eagles, Sunday Night Football. Sunday Night Football, and it's in Philly. This is my upset pick of the week. Aaron Rodgers, pull something out of your back pocket because the scene is there, the stage is there. I've seen Michael Vick play Aaron Rodgers in Philly before, a crazy game. Jalen Hurts, 28-26 is my prediction. Packers over Eagles. It's going to be, it's going to come down to a special teams error, I believe, that loses or wins this game for either team, because the Packers had some shaky special teams in the last 2 weeks. So, and the Eagles, barely coming out last week as well. I see them getting upset this week, so I got the Packers winning 28-26. And Monday Night Football, Steelers at the Colts. When they play, it's always a good matchup. They usually score a lot of points against each other. I don't think the defenses are going to let the offenses do much. The Steelers are a little slow. Kenny Pickett takes shots down the field, but does make some turnovers. Colts don't move the ball the best, but Jonathan Taylor is healthy, and he can definitely pound the defense. But Steelers got T.J. Watt, and that run front seven, Cam Hayward, is always solid. So I'm expecting a close battle here, and Monday Night Football will be entertaining to watch, but the home team will prevail, I believe here, 20-17. Indianapolis over Pittsburgh. And that wraps up Week 12. Got it out. I mean, it's game's starting in less than 24 hours, but it's out. You know what I'm saying? Appreciate the support. And some of these scores, one of these days, these scores are going to be right. And that's going to be quite something to go back and look at and say, man, I got to be there. I got to predict my own score, and it wasn't that far away. I can celebrate that in the days and years to come, because that's why we love to come back and watch football. That's why it's the best sport out here. Everybody take care. Say your prayers. Tell your family you love them. And I'll see you next week, week 13. We back at it again. Last 2 more weeks of bye weeks, and then we getting into the playoff pictures. Yeah.